Hey everyone, welcome back to this week's College Playing Tip of the Week. As always, I'm Jack Wang, founder of the Smart College Buyer Program. And with me, as always, is Nancy Steenson of Steenson College Coaching. So this week, Nancy, summer's coming. Parents and students often ask, what can they be doing during the summer that'll help impress the colleges when it comes to application time? What would you say?
Well, Jack, that's very timely. And I'm talking to a lot of my students lately about what they're planning to do for the summer. It's really important for parents and students to realize first and foremost what counts as an extracurricular, as an activity. Because a lot of parents and students think it's just clubs within school, and it's not, it's much broader than that. The other thing that we need to define and be very clear about is that, students often feel that they have to do something really big. I haven't cured cancer. I don't have an internship with, a major research hospital. I haven't started a nonprofit. Are those the kinds of things that you're asking me to do? Not at all. So first of all, how do we define an extracurricular in terms of the common application? I'd like to talk about what it's not. It's not hanging out with your friends. It's not binge watching Netflix. It's not playing video games, and it's not surfing Instagram. And those are all okay things to do in your downtime. And when I talk to my students, that's what a lot of them like to do. And that's okay. But I would ask, what are you going to do besides that? That's productive. That's constructive. Because you don't have to start a foundation, and you don't have to be a member of a club. There are many, many different things that impress colleges. But you also need to remember that the goal is not to impress colleges. The goal is to be the best person you can be and pursue your interests. And as a result, colleges will be impressed. So it's important to remember the authenticity of pursuing what you love, and that will impress colleges. Don't do something because you think that will impress them. So what kinds of things are we talking about? A job, flipping burgers, mowing lawns, hard work impresses. Volunteering or getting an internship of any kind. Having an impact on your community in that regard, or improving yourself in that regard. Because any extracurricular, any activity that improves yourself or your community counts. Anything that you put significant time in that improves yourself or your community counts. So we talked about hard work. We talked about volunteering or getting an internship. Learn something new. Take a class at a community college. Take a class through some adult learning, local organization. What about music? Our students who are musicians, oftentimes in the fall, I ask them if they're going to try out for all-state orchestra, all-state band, and they say, oh, or all-state chorus, and they say, oh, I don't know if I can, and I don't know if it's hard. Guess what? A lot of public schools offer the audition music materials to students in June before they leave for the summer. You can spend the summer working on that audition material. So in the fall, you're ready to audition and you're in good position to do so. That's a great thing to do over the summer. Athletes, work on your skills. How often do you drive down the street and you see someone's got a lacrosse net set up in the, in the corner of the yard? Use it. Work on those skills. Maybe you'll make varsity in the fall. These are all activities you can actually capture on the Common Application. It doesn't have to be a club that has a name and a president in your high school. If you love to read, read. Make a project out of it. Pick an author and decide you're going to read five novels from that author. Start a blog. It's okay if you only have 5 followers. It really is, but start the blog. Plant a garden. I have a student who planted a beautiful garden and donated all the produce weekly to a food pantry, which was a really amazing thing. So think about what's constructive, what's productive, what's going to improve yourself or your community, and know that those are all things that you can capture on the Common Application. It doesn't have to be the French club. It doesn't have to be the cross-country team, and it absolutely doesn't have to be starting a foundation.
Awesome. That's great tips because you're right. Sometimes the pressure, especially a really competitive school, seems like that, hey, you have to cure cancer in order to stand out, but you don't. So awesome, great tips as always, Nancy. Thank you so much, and thanks to everyone watching for joining us for this week's College Planning Tip of the Week. Stay safe, everyone, and we'll see you next time. Take care.